Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's Rune here. First off, sorry if I sound a little weird. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I had to make this video because if you guys know, Globku is a YouTuber, also a Twitch streamer. He plays Demon Slayer casually, and I have to emphasize on casually because this tier list is the hottest take I've ever seen. Like, there's one thing of like understanding that everybody has opinions, but sometimes their opinions are just kind of wrong, you know? He explains certain things in his videos and is like, yeah, I understand, but I think as a player he's kind of missing a lot of key points about certain characters, and him being a casual is like why people shouldn't take his opinion that seriously, because he's not a full-on tryhard or full-on person who plays the game full time like me or some of the other top players I talk with. So it's like, and then a lot of people would believe him, you know, and like this is just not good. This is not a good tier list. So I'm just gonna talk about who I disagree with. I'm not gonna go into too much detail because I already talked about this on my own tier list video. And even though no tier list video is fully correct, I think mine is way closer to the truth than his is. So first off, we already disagree that Susumaru, putting her in high A, there's no reason she should be in A tier. She is an S tier character, the best character in the game. Debatably the best character in the game. Susumaru has literally no bad matchups. She can literally counter every character in the roster. She's almost safe on everything she does, and it's super hard to get in on her, and she does really good damage. Not to mention that she doesn't even take that much damage as a demon. She takes the less out of all the demons, matter of fact, so that's another thing. She's easily the best character in the game. Currently, it's debatable between her and Enmu, but she's definitely should be S tier nonetheless. Another character I disagree with is, I think Gyu is a little too high on the S tier list. A lot of people say that Gyu Dead Calm isn't worth it. It's like useless now because of the demons and stuff like that, but I still think as his toolkit in general, and counting his assist and what he does, he still is a pretty good character, but I think he should be obviously below Enmu, of course. I think he's still above Zenitsu, and Gyu is still an S tier character, but he is definitely not that high in the tier list. Another character I highly disagree. This character made my jaw drop when I saw this. Yahaba is not a C tier character. Everybody knows Yahaba is not a C tier character. I would put Yahaba in probably the highest of A. Like, you would be lying to yourself if you said Yahaba was a C tier character. Like, he wasn't a strong character. He's not broken at all, but he's a very strong and he's a good character. And his reasoning was even worse to why Yahaba is that low. He's saying that someone exposed all of his openings. Like, it was only because they kind of outplayed. That's basically it. That doesn't mean that he's a bad character. Just because if someone like beat Susumaru, like, you know, easily, that doesn't mean that Susumaru is any less of a character. That means that the player wasn't that good. Like, it just, the logic for that video, it just didn't make sense for why Yahaba is this low. I would easily put him in A tier. He's not a C tier character. I disagree with Akaza as well. Akaza is easily an S tier character. He's probably top 3, to be honest. I'd probably move Nezuko 4th or 3rd. I'm not really sure yet, but Akaza's toolkit, a lot of people like to argue because he takes a lot of damage, but why does that matter when he can just heal all of that back? But other than that, like, just let's just look at this. Do y'all really think that Shinobu is better than Akaza and Rui? Like, let's be honest. Like, do you see a Shinobu even competing with those two characters? No, absolutely not. I don't know what Globku like really sees in certain characters. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's just a casual, because there's no way that anyone would agree that Shinobu is better than Rui and Akaza. Not even HK. Like, HK has a really strong toolkit. Like, he's a really good character, but I just don't see him being overall better than them two. He takes a lot of damage like Rui, but he can't heal it back, you know what I'm saying? Another character is Yashiro. I think Yashiro is a little bit too low. I'd put him in B tier. Even though on my tier list I put him in A because I feel like he might be a sleeper, but through more evidence and talking with more people, I could see him being a B tier character. Murata would be C. I don't think there's a D tier character in this game. I don't think Murata's that good, obviously. So C tier would be fine, but I just had to, like, I was just mind blown seeing this video because, like, this take was too hot. I had to comment on it, and a lot of us top players was talking about it the other day. And it's like, man, Globku, like, he needs to start joining the chat or something. Like he just doesn't play the game that much as we do, and we could easily tell by this tier list alone. So I'm just saying, like, are you guys gonna listen to a casual? I mean, yeah, sure, he has a lot of subscribers and stuff, but are you gonna listen to a casual player, or are you gonna listen to people who actually play the game a lot and put a lot of hours in and play with all of these characters and play against all these characters? Like, you know, just it's pretty obvious, you know. Even I peeped into the comment sections to see, like, if anyone even believed that this was even remotely true, and there was just a bunch of casuals who agree with him. So I don't know, like I said, as a casual, I feel like you don't really have this might be offensive, but I don't think you have the right to really make a solid, conclusive tier list about this game. I'm just being honest. But yeah, that's all I had to say. Just had to give my opinion and my thoughts because of people like him, like, they probably would end up buffing the demons, or, you know what I'm saying, like buffing the wrong characters. But let's be honest, we already know who's the better characters and whatnot, but I had to put it out there myself. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.